I'm going to show you how to invite guardians to your Google Classroom. First thing you need to do is click the People tab. Once you're in the People tab, you will see your list of students. As you can see, one student already has a guardian who's been invited and has accepted that, and the other student has not. So if I would like to invite this guardian, I just simply click on Invite Guardians and type the guardian's email, and then click Invite. Once the guardians have been invited, I can click the snowman icon next to the student's name, and I can email the student directly, email the guardian, invite more guardians, or remove the guardians. Be aware that when you add or delete guardians, that will add or delete them for any teacher who shares the same student. So if you are a middle school or high school teacher and many different teachers share the same student, and you all have Google Classrooms, the invite to the guardians will be shared with all of those classes. And if you remove those guardians, it will remove them from all of those classes. Now, I want to show you a little bit about what a guardian summary looks like. Let's take a look at a guardian summary and what it looks like from the parent's point of view. This actually is a summary for my son, who is a student who has some teachers who use Google Classroom. So I receive a daily summary, and this is what it looks like. First, it shows the day's date up at the top, and it starts with student work. Now, if you or your student's teacher have posted something with a due date, that will show up to the parents as either something that is coming up to being due or that is overdue. In this case, missing, like my son's work is missing right here. So it was due on June 12th. We are on June 19th, and the work has not been done. So it's coming up here on Google Classroom. It gives me the title and the description of the assignment. It does not give me every little detail, but whatever the teacher has put in here as the directions, that's what shows up here. And then you can see that there are 2 assignments there. Below that, we get the class activity. And this shows any announcements that came out on this day. So this is the announcement that my son's ELA teacher posted for today. And she's just kind of giving them some updates on what's going on in school today. So I can see that, I can see those assignments, and that's about it for the Google summary. By the way, you may have noticed that this ELA teacher used a lot of fun icons or emojis in her announcement to her students. This is a really fun way to get your students' attention and just add a little personality to your announcements. What I expect that she used for this is a Google extension, a Google Chrome extension, and the one that I really like is called Emoji Keyboard by JoyPixels. So I'm going to show you how to add that extension. What you need to do is go up here to the Apps button up in the upper left-hand corner, click Apps, then click down in the lower right-hand corner, Web Store, and then you will type in Emoji Keyboard and click Enter. And there are actually a lot of different emoji keyboards. The one I really like is this Emoji Keyboard by JoyPixels. Now, I have already added this extension, but if you haven't, you will see a blue button like we see up here that says Add to Chrome. If you click that button, that extension will automatically be added to your Chrome. And it will show up at the top here where we see our Chrome extensions. Now let me show you a little bit how this works. So I'm going to go to a Google Classroom stream page here, and I want to share a little message with my classroom. I'm just going to say, great job. And I want to add a little emoji. So I'm going to click up here, and this is my keyboard emoji, my extension. And I have many choices. I can choose from smiley faces, animals, food, sports, cars, all kinds of things. And one thing that I really like about this is you can actually change the skin tone that you use for certain things. So as you can see here, we have a dark-skinned thumbs up instead of a white hand. And that's because I changed it here. There are all different skin tones that I can choose. It does not change the smiley faces, but it will change what you see with hands and some of the faces on the other ones. So if I scroll down here, you can see that the skin tone has changed on these different body parts and faces. So let's say I want to use this one and give it a thumbs up. I click right here and it pastes it right into my document. And now I can post that to my student with that little thumbs up. I hope that adds a little fun to your Google Classroom.